Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Curious Sims 2. If your Sims love life is looking a little dry, don't worry. Today I'm going to share with you tips, tricks, and gameplay ideas for dating in The Sims 4. So this is our Sim, Jayla Jackson. She is 24 years old. She's currently living in San Myshuno, but she is originally from San Sequoia, and she is the youngest of three. She is an aspiring dancer. However, she is currently working at a gentleman's club called the Cat Claw. Her traits are ambitious, meet, generous, dance machine, of course, and clever. Her aspiration is big happy family. So Jayla has a date later on today with a guy she met at the gym. He is going to be giving her a quick mentoring session. And then on the second story of the gym, there is a bar. So they are going to hang out, have some drinks, and get to know each other a little bit better. So while she's still asleep, I do want to give you guys a quick tutorial with MC Command Center for romancing your game. If you're not using MC Command Center, just get it in your game, okay? This mod literally is like the GOAT of all mods. You need this mod in your game. If you're playing on console, figure out how to get a PC so you can put this mod in your game, okay? So on the computer, we are going to open up MC Command Center. We're going to go to MC settings, and then we're going to go to gameplay settings. And the first thing that we're going to do is adjust the game time speed. Okay, if you're not adjusting the game time speed in your game, like, what are we doing here? Okay, this makes it so that you have time to actually get to know other Sims. It makes it so you can complete event goals easier. So date goals or friendly hangouts, I always struggle to complete everything that needs to be done because the time is moving so fast and the interactions are moving so slow. So this actually makes it so you will have enough time to complete the event goals and get a gold coin. It also makes it so you actually have to use a realistic amount of time to get to know other Sims, which is going to be important for the next setting. I personally have my game time speed set to 65, which makes my game like 2 times slower than the default. However, go ahead and play around with this number. Some people like 48, some people like 50. For me, 65 is perfect. So we're going to exit out of here, and most of these settings will require you to restart your computer after you set them, okay? So for the next setting, we're going to go back into MC Command Center. This time we're going to go down to relationship settings, and we're going to go into romance difficulty adjustment. So this is also important, and with the game time speed being slower, you definitely want to lower the amount of romance that your Sims are building over time. So this really helps eliminate your Sims from meeting a Sim to wanting to marry them and having a full romance bar with them in 2 game hours. So by adjusting this, your romantic interactions are going to make your romance bar build up slower, which is important when you're actually trying to date and find the right Sims. You're not, your Sim isn't going to be running around with 50 soulmates. So I personally have mine set to -5. Like I said, go ahead and experiment with all of these settings. -5 is perfect for me. It actually makes my Sims work for their relationships. And if a Sim does end up cheating or betraying their partner somehow, it is really, really difficult to build that relationship back up, just like it is in real life. The next setting that we're going to talk about is also MC Command Center, and we're going to go click that on the computer, and then we're going to go to MC Tuner, and then we're going to go to change interaction behavior. Okay, the first thing that we're going to fix is the emotional deaths. Okay, if you think they're funny, by all means leave them in your game, but going out because of laughter or embarrassment, I just don't want those in my game. okay? Because my Sims, especially when you're dating a lot of different Sims and you're, having a lot of different romantic interactions, can get embarrassed or angry real quick, okay? So I personally have these disabled in my game, and shout out to the maker of MC Command Center for including this, okay? Because hello. Okay. That had nothing to do with romance, but I need to get this message out here that this is available for you to disable. So the next feature that I have enabled is friendly ask if single. This changes the ask another sim if they're single interaction from romantic to friendly. And I think this is more realistic, and you don't have to build up relationship or romantic relationship bar just to know who is dating who. The other interaction that I changed is friendly say the night. Sometimes you just want to have a sleepover, okay, with your parents, with extended family members, or your best friends, and you don't want to build up romance bar. So I have those two enabled. The stop random flirting, I also have enabled. I don't want to see, random Sims that are in relationships flirting with other random Sims and woohooing and wicked whimsing all around town. So I also have that enabled. All of these are optional, but just go ahead and consider how you want things to play out in your game. So here we are in CAS, and after selecting your Sims traits, I want you to take likes and dislikes seriously. I used to kind of skip over these, but they actually add a lot of gameplay and fun elements because they decide how a sim will interact with objects and other sims around them. I typically will, choose a few. You don't have to select a like and dislike for everything, but I do choose a few based on the Sims traits. I typically leave fashion and decor blank because I do use a lot of CC. So, for example, Jayla likes cooking, fitness, and of course dancing, but she dislikes handiness. She is looking for her man to be handy. So, go ahead and choose their likes and dislikes based on their traits and how you view them. I also want to highlight the romance styles because this is definitely a fun one. So, this is supposed to be a play on the five love languages. So if you have like a sugar baby sim, maybe they would like gift giving but dislike woohoo, affection, and flirting. So really just be creative with this, guys, and try to make it as realistic to the sim you are creating, not yourself. So if you notice, I actually have a third tab on my screen, and this is actually a mod by Vicky Sims. It's called Instant Cast Story. What this mod does is allows you to set a career, skill levels, and a degree for Sims. Keep in mind this only works on new unplayed Sims. I usually select these to help with the background story of Sims. It's kind of unrealistic to create an adult with absolutely no skills or career. So I typically go ahead and add them in. So if we open up the careers tab, we will see them all listed here. Just note that these will only include the EA careers, so no CC careers. So there are the same happy and sad levels as there are on the other tabs. However, the happy and sad mean the levels. So if you select happy, they will be in a higher career level, and if you select sad, they will be in the lower, so like 1 through 3. Also keep in mind that you can only choose one. The careers and the careers with branches are all listed here. So the skills work the same way as the careers with the happy and sad. As you can see, she already has a high cooking, dancing, and charisma skill. Of course, choose the ones that make sense for the sim you are creating. The happy and sad in the degree tab basically signifies whether the sim graduated with or without honors. But note, this does not add a degree to the Sims inventory. After creating your main sim, go ahead and create or download 20 to 30 sims for him or her to date. You can use the gallery or download sims from creators. You don't have to sit and create 30 different sims from scratch, but this is going to give your sim choice in the dating pool. Don't forget to give them unique preferences, a career, skills, and degrees. Try to think of a storyline or like a unique background or personality for each of these sims. It doesn't have to be too in depth, but it will make for more interesting dating options when you're actually playing the game. And guys, don't be afraid to give these sims some interesting traits. Make them good looking, but also make them erratic, mean, hot headed, gloomy. Be creative. This is what is going to make your gameplay interesting. A lot of people make perfect sims over and over and over, and that honestly is boring. Give them some interesting traits and give yourself some interesting sims to interact with and date. So they are finished with the workout portion of their date. They are now at the bar on the second story of the gym. They already have a high friendship due to the group training sessions, but will be getting to know each other on a more personal level. So I want to take this time to tell you guys about a feature of the Wicked Whims mod. If you select your sim and then select Wicked and then personalization and then Wicked attributes, a list of available traits will pop up. Some of these traits are XXX, but the one that I want to highlight is the casual romance trait. So the description for the trait says, casual romantics are usually not interested in serious romantic relationships and instead are capable of building casual romantic connections, all of the romance in the world with no strings attached. This opens up many different relationship types, such as a friends with benefits, and in general, it just prevents Sims from falling in love prematurely. So this gives you a new casual romance pie menu option in which all of the romantic interactions are moved to and they become friendly interactions. However, the option to become romantically attached is available under the regular romance tab. So whenever you feel like you're ready to take the next step with your sim, you can go ahead and become romantically attached. Other attributes that are fun to play with are shy, polyamorous, shallow, selfish lover, and adulterer. So go ahead and go through these traits and add them to different sims and see how you like it. It's a new day, and Jayla is now on a beach villa date with Rayvon. While they are here, I do want to give you guys some tips and tricks for the relationship panel and labeling relationships in the game. So one feature that I found myself to be underusing is the hide relationship feature in the relationship panel. Maybe everybody else was using it, but I definitely did not start using it until about a month ago. So basically what this does is it helps cut down your relationship panel. You know how you can have like 200 sims in the panel full of bartenders and vendors and ghosts and sims you only met one time? I was always so annoyed by that. So this feature allows you to hide the relationship. So you just click on the sim in the relationship panel and the hide relationship option will be available to you. This does not decrease or take away the relationship. It just takes it out of the relationship panel to keep it from being so clogged. If your sim does end up interacting with the sim that you hid the relationship, they will once again appear in the relationship panel. Another feature I feel like we are underusing are the custom relationship labels from the Love Struck EP. I think most people are strictly trying to use them for romantic relationships, and that is great. You could use them for an ex boyfriend, a toxic relationship, arranged marriages, summer flings. But really, these could be used for any type of relationship. So if you have children, it could be godparents, a childhood crush. If you are in a free play career like a personal trainer, you could label your clients. If you are playing as a celebrity sim, you could label makeup artists, bodyguards, assistants. If you're playing with base mental, you can label your customers. If you play with Niece's WP, you can add personal clients. For friend situations, you can add a turn up partner, a confidant, a strained friendship, such as an ex best friend. So be creative with the custom relationship labels. They really do have the ability to add a lot more to our storylines. Alright guys, I wanted to end this video giving you guys some fun date ideas. Of course, there's always the restaurants that you can go to if you have dine out. And don't forget that you can do brunch, late night dinners, coffee dates. You can also, do karaoke, lounges, bowling, activity-based dates such as the gym, jewelry, pottery making, hiking, private yoga. If you're playing with base mental, you can go to hookah lounges or the hangout spots, parks, picnics, stargazing, walking together on the trails are always fun. If you have a sim in a more serious relationship, you can do vacations, dinner with parents, romantic home dinners, and sleepovers. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video fun or at all helpful, go ahead and give it a like. It really helps out. And if you want more Sims 4 gameplay ideas, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next video.